right, child. As you can see, the humidity has gotten to my roots. It was raining all day yesterday. I knew this was a failed attempt because anytime I want to straighten my hair, the forecast says it's going to rain. And I held off for like a week on straightening my hair. Not even a full week. It was like 4 or 5 days. Because the little rain emoji on my weather app kept moving. And then I waited until it said it wasn't going to rain at all in the next coming days. The day I straightened my hair, the night I went to bed, I woke up, it was pouring. I was like, girl, just because I straightened my hair. So anyway, disregard the look. Y'all have seen me look worse. But this is Jeopardy. Not Jeopardy. This is, what do you call this freaking thing? Rambling Report. This is the Rambling Report. I am Kay Lane. And Famous. I had it up, but my app, you know these iPhones, child, it shut down on me and the app just closed. So, let me get on out in this road. Now I have to wait for it to reload. You know, I had myself prepared before I got in the car this morning. It's still loading. I pulled up Famous first so we wouldn't have this problem. Okay. Jocelyn Hernandez comes for Cardi B on her new diss track. Fans are dragging her back to Puerto Rico. I don't care. Cardi B says money being thrown on strippers is like rice being thrown on bridesmaids. Or in Lenithia Leak's terms, bridemaids. One moment. That is kind of true, I guess. It's a tradition that when a bride and groom walk through. Wait a minute. Who's throwing rice on the bridesmaids? They're throwing the rice on the bride and groom. Okay, moving on. It is tradition that when the bride and the groom walk, or it was tradition, we're trying to move away from that tradition because if you did not know, uncooked rice kills birds. It swells in their stomach, they eat too much of it, and then they explode and die. But it was formerly tradition for the girls to throw rice as the people walk through. And it is customary and traditional for when you go into a strip club for you to throw dollar bills. So I see the tradition here. There's some validity to what she's saying. I don't know why she said it, but I can rock with all of it. Now let's move over to B. Scott, who doesn't have as much trouble loading. Look, that came right up. Jordan Peele says Get Out doesn't fit into a genre after Golden Globes comedy uproar. I still have not seen Get Out. I was waiting on my people to go with me, and nobody ever went, which is why I'll be going to see Justice League alone if I must. And that new Denzel Washington movie that comes out on Thanksgiving, I'll probably go see that by myself if my mother is booked. So, with that being said, I haven't seen Get Out. But I know it's not a comedy. It's not a comedy. And I agree with him. From what I've heard of it, it doesn't fit into one of those traditional genres. It is somewhere, I'm sorry, y'all. Allergies. It's somewhere in between. I mean, it had a couple of moments, from what I understand, that people chuckled, but it was on the horror, psychological thriller type side, but it still wasn't quite that. So, you know, if Jordan Peele says what he said and he the one that created it, then cool. Kenya Moore flies to Barbados to visit top fertility clinic for IVF treatment. Okay, Kenya Moore. I'm not gonna read, I'm not gonna roast, I'm not gonna drag. I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave you alone. I don't necessarily have anything particularly against Kenya. I don't have anything against any of the housewives, to be honest. I have things against what they bring. Kenya brings mess, loudness, and annoyance, and I have something against that. Nene brings terrible wigs, loudness, and annoyance, and I have something against that. Portia brings stupidity, loudness, and annoyance, and I have something against that. Candy brings talking through her teeth all the time, and her mama, and annoyance, and I have something against that. Who else is on the show? I'm missing somebody, child. Cynthia, she don't bring loudness. She brings annoyance, slight annoyance. But honestly, y'all already know if you've been watching for a while, Cynthia's my mother. Anyway, child, Kenya, I hope you get pregnant and have the baby you want. All right. Rapper Lil Peep dead at 21 due to suspected overdose. I don't know Lil Peep, but I feel sorry for his family and friends. My heart and thoughts and condolences are going right on out to the Peep family. May he rest. Kim Kardashian's perfume line grosses $10 million in just one day because y'all keep letting her live. Mariah Carey forced to cancel first few Christmas shows due to upper respiratory infection. Well, first of all, we shouldn't be doing Christmas shows, and we have not yet had Thanksgiving. That's first and foremost. Secondly, y'all put too much pressure on Mariah. And I know I'm saying this probably because I'm biased, because Mariah is my mother. But y'all put too much pressure. Why is this cleanup crew still out here? Girl, it's clean. It's clean. It is as clean as it's gonna be. All in my way. Anyway, girl, y'all put too much pressure on Mariah. And I am biased because I do have that connection with Mariah that everybody should have. I don't know how you on earth and you don't live for Mariah. This is wearing me out. But y'all put too much pressure on Mariah. Mariah sang down Boots in the day. She did. But y'all, everybody has off times. Mariah, you know, as much as I love her, okay, you just in the street. Just in the like you a car. Him in the road. Mariah, as you know, as much as I love her, I have to speak the truth and let y'all know that we all knew this anyway. Mariah is an alcoholic. She always got something in her cup. I feel like she truly is an alcoholic. And alcohol erodes, honey. You don't want alcohol. Would you put rubbing alcohol on your voice, on your throat, on your vocals, on anything inside your body? Because that's what you're doing. It's the same thing. So her voice has been... And I don't understand why these singles be out here partying and dancing and carrying on like they do. And drinking and smoking and all of that. Chris Brown, I'm surprised he can utter a word or a sound. He's just really, truly been blessed. Mariah does not have... Well, it's not even that Mariah's not been blessed. It's Mariah's been doing it for much longer. She has eroded certain parts of her vocals with drinking, probably smoking, and all that carrying on that she does. And then she gets on stage and she tries to give you a whistle tone and her throat is already raw from all that drinking and carrying on. And she can't. It's just very simple. Sometimes she can't. Sometimes she can. It's off and on, and she's getting older. She's got weight in different places and a little more weight in certain, areas that she didn't have when she was in her prime and younger. And weight does affect your voice. Everything pretty much affects your voice. If you have allergies, your voice is affected. If you have eaten before you sing, it'll be different. If you even have braces, it'll change the way you sound sometimes. So, I mean, Mariah is a human being. She is susceptible to a lot of these things. So, she's, coming up on 50. Life has been life for a long time, and y'all give her too much. Y'all do too much. Y'all criticize her very harshly instead of saying, well, what do we need to do to make sure Mariah is at her best self? And I've cackled that All I Want for Christmas Is You that she did on 2 years ago on the Good Morning America when she was up there lip syncing and somebody released the track. I cackled down. I cackled and all of that. I posted memes. I created a couple of my own memes and cackled. But I'm not unrealistic about what Mariah should be in 2017. And a lot of y'all are. This woman done went and had a whole lap band surgery. She wasn't even as big as me, I don't think. And she went and had a lap band surgery so she could look skinny because of the pressure. This is what happened to Lil' Kim. It's not necessarily the fans that happened to Lil' Kim. It was, the niggas that she was dealing with. But it's the same thing. People keep drilling something into your head that you're not who you're supposed to be or you're not as good as you used to be. And then these things happen. I've gone way around the point, but I hope she gets well soon. I hope her upper respiratories are together for her sake, not even necessarily for the sake of her shows, just so she will feel better. Because upper respiratory ain't no joke. Blac Chyna drops all Kardashian sisters except for Kim from her lawsuit. And that's that on B. Scott and Famous. I ain't really got too much else to say right now. So I'm going to go. And if something else pops up before I edit this video and I, get on my lunch break and see something else, then I'll come back. But if not, like, comment, and subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. And I will catch y'all in the next one.